Tanse wapastem si kasun. So White Horse here again. And again today we're learning about the trees in our local area of northern Alberta. And the next tree we're going to learn about is the birch tree, or wasquay. Is awa sikasut wasquay. So this tree in Cree is called wasquay. And with the birch tree, what we actually call wasquay is this paper bark on it. So we call that wasquay. So of course we just named the whole tree wasquay as a birch tree. So with the birch tree, again, it is one of the only few hardwoods in northern Alberta. So birch is considered a hardwood. It's not a softwood. And here in northern Alberta, we have very few hardwoods. So again, we learned about the Nipsey, or specifically the diamond willow. The diamond willow is considered a hardwood. And along with that, wasquay is also considered a hardwood because it is really resilient, really hard wood. And it's often used in stuff like making snowshoes or sleds because it lasts a long time and it doesn't decay very easily. So of course, this is being one of very few hardwoods here in Alberta. Traditionally, the Cree peoples would really utilize this wood in building materials because it lasts long. Stuff like making bows, snowshoes, all of those construction things. This was one of the common trees that were used. So with awawasquay, or this birch tree, it's also used and valued for its medicinal value, because with the birch tree, the sap from it or the water from it is collected, and we usually tap it, no different than you tap, say, maple syrup from a tree. We tap the birch trees in the same manner, usually in the spring, late spring, to tap the water out of there. That water in turn can be used for many different things. A lot of some of the more common things or ways that we use the water that we do tap from the birch tree is to use that water when we're mixing medicines. So if we're, say, making a cold or flu medicine, we use that birch water rather than just regular water, because that birch water is loaded with vitamins and minerals, mainly vitamin C, vitamin E in this birch. So we use that water in mixing medicine just to make that medicines a little bit stronger and to try and capture that overall immune boost that the birch water does have. Along with that, with the birch water, once you boil it down, it turns into birch syrup, which is really sweet and really tasty. If you learn how to do it properly, collecting and making birch syrup is really common. And like I said, it's really tasty because it does go really sweet and like a syrup when you do mix it properly. So along with the birch syrup, we also use this tree for, of course, the wasquay. Not only for making fires as fire starter, but once we do collect the wasquay or the birch bark from it, we use it to make stuff like moose calls, or it's used in a lot of different art projects or artistic ways, such as basket making or making really artistic designs into the birch bark, because it acts very much like leather, where you can imprint onto it and imprint sort of designs and pictures onto the birch from the inside once you do peel the wasquay back. So again, our wasquay was really used by the Cree peoples here in northern Alberta and is still used today. A lot of people still tap the birch trees and regularly use the wasquay for arts and crafts, or making moose calls. So that is wasquay. Samaga.